Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a slightly different Hello Dave. It's going to be a little lighter news, not because there's not that many news to talk about, but because I've been doing some server maintenance on my NAS over the weekend, and that means I'm still upgrading it. I'm replacing all the drives in it with bigger drives to give me more capacity, but that basically means since Friday and probably until Monday evening, maybe Tuesday at some point, my NAS is going to be in a degraded state. My NAS is my storage server where I store all my video files and I edit off the server directly. And it's a bit of a mess now when I'm running on a degraded array. Editing something like Hello Dave, where it's just like a static 1080p video feed, should be fine. But when we begin to edit the main videos in 4K and you have the face cam insert and all the other stuff going on, it becomes a bit of a laggy mess. So because I'm still doing the server upgrade, and I will be until either Monday evening or Tuesday, I'm not gonna be so sure about the release schedule of videos this week. I have a lot of raw footage lying around that just needs to be edited. Since I couldn't edit, I spent some more time just recording stuff, so I have lots and lots of raw footage that I can begin to edit, like for the next 2 weeks or something, but I just need to wait until the server's back to be able to work off it again. But what I will do instead this week is I'll then try to get some more live streams in. I'll keep, of course, the Tuesday live stream as usual, more about that in a second, but I'll try to get some live streams in further down the week, depending on how it goes with videos. If I get my server back, I might prioritize try to get some edits in, but we'll see. So expect that this is going to be a slightly different than usual week when it comes to content from me. Maybe you'll see some more live streams. But talking about those live streams, there are two things that I want to do this week on the live stream. First, of course, Frontier said that they're going to launch the Fleet Carrier Interior patch 11, this week. If it is out by Tuesday, I'm going to, of course, be doing the whole Fleet Carrier Interior event. If you remember, I've been talking about this before. There's going to be this event. All of you are welcome to come in to the to the same instance as I'm in doing the live stream, and we can experience the ship interiors, Fleet Carrier interiors together. Play around the bar. We're going to see the jump from inside the Fleet Carrier as well for the first time and all that cool stuff. So that event is currently scheduled for Tuesday with a big maybe, because again, if Fleet Carrier Interiors is not out by Tuesday, then well, obviously I'm not going to do the live stream there. At least not the Fleet Carrier live stream. Then I'm going to postpone it until Friday, which is going to be the next slot available. And then on the Tuesday live stream, I will then instead be going into Star Citizen and do some mining. I've decided that now it's time for me to go hard after the 890 jump. I've been wanting to get my hands on that ship again for quite some time, and now it's about time I go back out and mine. And I actually have a bit of a hard deadline with it, because I have an idea for a pretty fun project where I would need an 890 jump, but there's a bit of a hard deadline on it. And that means I need to do a lot of mining to collect a ton of cash in order to be able to buy that thing before the deadline. I don't want to spoil it. I can't really say what it is, but I think it's pretty funny, and I really hope I can stack up enough cash in time so we can get the 890 out for that event, because I think it would be pretty hilarious. And something I think you guys would enjoy. We'll see. Maybe it will work, maybe it won't. But anyway, live stream plans for this week is again going to be Fleet Carrier Interiors Tuesday if they're out. Otherwise, it's going to be mining in Star Citizen. And then the Fleet Carrier Interiors is going to be pushed to Friday instead. Quick update on the BGS activities over in Project Greenfield. We are hitting a bit of a small problem at the moment. There is a lot of outside people who may not be aware of the project, or who is running missions in the system, and they're running it, well, quite opposite the direction we want the system to go, making it a little bit more difficult, as we are going to be constantly fighting all the randoms in the system that are fighting the opposite way when we're just running missions. And this was a problem that we did discuss when we started the project, that this could end up being a deal breaker where we're just not going to be able to proceed, as we are going to be fighting against the general public who are not aware of the project. But I just want to highlight, if you are farming in a rare, please go and check the Project Greenfield, because if you are farming in the system, there is a chance that you're going to be working against the project And I know it's a good system to farm, but we are trying to lock it down so that it stays a good system to farm for the foreseeable future. That's the whole point of the project. But if you just have randoms that farms the system, then aUEC is going to go the same way as all the other anarchist system, and it's going to disappear as a good farming spot. So we're really trying to preserve this system, and that's why if you know anyone who's in the system, if you yourself are in the aUEC system, that's ORRER, then go to discord.dj.com, check the Project Greenfield channel there, or ask in the Project Greenfield Talks channel in there if you are in doubt what to do and what not to do. Of course, the big news this week is Frontier's announcement that there's going to be no further content developing on for Elite Dangerous on console. That is all console, last gen, current gen. And this, of course, comes as a bit of a... I don't know if it comes as a bombshell. A lot of people think, myself included, we kind of like been fearing it for a while. Could kind of see the writing on the wall, but it's still, now that it's here. I've already done a dedicated video on it, so I'm not going to dive into too much detail with it here. But basically, yeah, there's only going to be critical updates coming out for console, so there will be like security patches and bug fixes and those kind of things. But all new content is only going to be available on PC going forward. Effectively, at least over the next half year or something, they'll probably be killing the game completely on console. I don't see a lot of people sticking around for very much longer. Hopefully, a lot of them will migrate over, and as I also said in the video, I really hope Frontier finds a way to allow people to migrate their account. I know that you can already get your cash over, but if you lose all your like ranks and engineers you've unlocked and all that stuff, you have to do that over again. That's a bit annoying, so I really hope the Frontier finds a way to transfer people's account over, so that at least if they want to, and if they can get parts, they can go ahead and they can find themselves a gaming PC, and then they can continue their Elite career on a PC instead of console. But the community really seems to be split on this. There's of course a lot of people who are very angry with Frontier, and I expect there to be a lot of the console players, but I also think there are some PC players who feel like these are just another broken promise from Frontier. And the other side of the community seems to think, oh, well, this is definitely a good thing, because it means that Elite Dangerous can now begin to move forward again. Frontier has clearly been holding stuff back in anticipation of getting the game out on console, and now that they have decided not to, they can begin to move forward with some of these lore event and probably also some of the content that's been held back due to that. I also think this is going to mean we're going to get the community team back. I think hopefully we're going to begin to see things return to normal now in Elite. So from that perspective, yeah, it's nice that this stalemate has definitely been broken. And as I also said in my video, I think just it's really, really sad to see that it had to come at the cost of the console community. And finally, over in Star Citizen, we have patch 317 has gone into the Evocati. For those who don't know, that means that the game is now in like a pre-test phase where a select number of players have access. I do not have access. I'm not part of the Evocati test. I'll get access to it doing the PTU, the public test universe, when it gets launched on there. But usually it's going to stay on the Evocati for like, depending on the size of the patch, it'll either stay there for like 1 to 2, maybe sometimes 3 weeks. This is a large patch. 317 contains a lot, like refueling, rivers, mining devices. I can't remember all of it. There's a lot of stuff in this patch. It's really shaping up to be a big one and a really good one. So I would expect it to stay in Evocati for quite a while, potentially until the end of the month. I don't know, obviously, but my guess is that due to the size of the patch, I would expect it to stay in that test mode for a while before it's being opened up to the general public to test, before it then eventually makes it into the live game. But that's it for this week. Thanks so much for watching, and also next time, I will see you guys in space.